These past 2 months been great. Oh, finally get my rest in. I can finally get some good sleep. I can finally go out and hang out and then do this and stream more and try to find some more avenues. But hey, time's up. I had a good run. These bills don't stop. Um, and currently it's whooping my ass. So, welcome back to Just What We Needed, another podcast. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm in a great mood because I have another therapy session later, but I don't know. I'm in a whole another world right now, and my friend Erica reminded me that this week is Valentine's Day, and I'm so upset that Valentine's Day falls on a Friday that I work. And again, I work 12-hour shifts now. So I miss out on a lot of the in the moment love, like I kind of miss out on it there. Now, question, do you have a Valentine's yet? And what kind of Valentine's Day person are you? Because for starters, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. Out of all the holidays, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday because I'm such a lover. I have so much love to give. I'll never stop loving, bruh. And it's hilarious to me because whenever I tell my friends this, they do not believe me. I'm not the like love shit talker, but I'll say certain things that people will look at me and be like, what would you be doing on Valentine's Day? A lot. I want to do a lot. Like that's me. I fucking love Valentine's Day. I love love. I love seeing it, love giving it, all that. It honestly shocks me that my friends don't believe me because I don't know what I do to put them off to thinking that I don't, but I do. It's my favorite Valentine's Day. So I'm all here for it. Even if I don't have a Valentine's, I think there's only maybe 2 years in the past, maybe six, that I didn't have a Valentine. Truthfully, I usually like to make either someone who I know has been like very underappreciated recently, just from what they tell me, from the stories they've been telling me, or someone who I just know from experience and being around them and others that they don't get as much love as they'd like, but they still have traits that qualify them for love. And yes, you can be disqualified for love, absolutely. Sounds harsh, but hey, shit, be a better person. I don't know, but it's either that, or usually it's just like a woman who I met within the past year, and it doesn't have to be on a romantic level. It's just, hey, you're new, you're nice, you cool with me for now. So I get you some. We can go out, celebrate our friendship, any form of this relationship that this is. I'm cool with it. So that's usually who like what I do for Valentine's. And there's only been 2 years in the past six where I didn't have a Valentine. One is because I genuinely forgot it was Valentine's Day. I don't know how I did that shit, but I I probably just didn't have anyone in mind, so I just took it as another day. And yeah, I got an earful that day from people about no Valentine's gifts. Yeah, got an earful of that. Either I forgot it or I had to be very down bad financially to not even consider Valentine's. Like this year, I have a Valentine, but unfortunately, Valentine's Day falls on a day that I'm not paid. So can't really do much, but we're going to hang out the week after, and it's going to be great. I got some things lined up. I got some things bookmarked. I'm here for it. I'm excited because we both need this. We both absolutely need this Valentine's Day, and it's gonna be great. So I do ask y'all, like, what are you the person who actually participates in Valentine's Day? Like, do you have a Valentine? Are you like me, where you love and you still appreciate, you still give your Valentines to your friends, cohorts? I was gonna say co-workers, but that can get kind of weird. Not weird, but it's just like, why? Unless like you actually want to make them your Valentine. I don't know. It's like, I'm not super judging. I'm judging, obviously, clearly, but I'm not super judging of it. But are you the person who's just like a negative Nancy about it? Are you the Valentine's Day? Yeah. Fuck the couples. Fuck all you couples. Are you that lame ass person? Are you? Really? Like, are you? Let's be for real. It's time to. Are you that person? And it's like I don't mean to call people lame, but call a spade a spade. I don't think people should just shit on Valentine's Day. It's like, if it's okay. Like I said, like there's probably a year where it's just like another normal day. Go on about your day and stop. Don't shit talk other people's love just because you're in a place where you don't have the love that you want right now. Which is again why I always try to make sure that the people I'm around know that they are appreciated on this day, especially, not specifically, but especially because Valentine's Day is a day where people start taking that shit the hardest. Like, I get it. Some people go throughout the year being like, oh, no one cares, no one appreciates me, or I feel, they get all the attention. Okay, woo woo. And then there's a whole day dedicated to the opposite of giving you attention. Like everyone else is getting it and being, and it does wane on people. It comes down on people heavy. So I try to do my part to be like, yeah, you are appreciated. Because some people, verbal's not enough. You need to do something for them, but I can't do that year round. So Valentine's Day is gonna have to wait. But like I said, I love Valentine's Day. Next week is gonna be fun. Can't wait. Can't wait. Uh, Speaking of, me not getting paid on this Valentine's Day, I wanna speak on my goals for 2025, right? So if you've been watching all the other podcasts before, of course, I was complaining about the old job, how I didn't have any time on my hands. It's like I was getting paid. It still wasn't a whole lot, but I was getting paid somewhat consistently, but I had no time to even spend it. Couldn't go out, couldn't do events, couldn't really do anything for real, for real. This year, now that I'm free of that, I've had my 2 months of, oh, this was fun. I got my weekends back. I got my time back. I got to go out to some more fighting game events. I got to hang out with my friends more. They had a Wings Miss in Charlotte. I finally was able to get out and see everybody. Well, most of them. I was finally able to do that. People were actually inviting me to stuff last year that I was like, nope, sorry, can't. I got to work. But I was able to do that. I'm able to do this now. Like, I'm able to take this time here, and this is me. This is my time. This is what I'm going for. But the downside of that is I've spent a lot more than I thought I would on driving to this new job. Because even though it is 3 days out the week, it's 100 miles a day. And so I was doing the math, and at first, for like, I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was telling her like this wasn't as bad the first 3 weeks, right? I think I still had this, okay, new job, got to make the best of it, and that's cool. The first 3 weeks were fine, and now it's starting to set in. God damn, this is a lot of gas. And even my dad told me that, and he was just like, you're gonna be spending more money on gas, right? And I told him, I was like, hey. I wouldn't do this without having a plan in mind, and the plan just hasn't kicked in yet. The plan is to have my photography job that I work under a company. As I said, maybe last week, LLC, gone. That's dead. So I work under a company, and they've been trying to get me out to that area for years where they've had more work for me. The problem is we're still in winter, so I'm not getting as much work as I need to. Like, they are picking up with me, right? They are giving me more opportunities to go here and help them out here and still get paid. And that's cool. But I need the summertime or the spring, the fall, whatever. I don't even care what. I need it to come in now. I need it to come into play now so I can actually start offsetting the price of this gas. Because at first I really was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just thug it out. All right, I gotta pay a little bit more for gas. And then I remembered how much I paid to fill up my tank, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, nah, this we're gonna have to do something about this. We're gonna have to do something about this because yeah, I know it's getting bad. But that goes into my goal. Last year, I think maybe in the middle of me working at AT&T, I was trying to get licensed or certified with AV equipment, right? AV technologies, audio visual stuff. Because when I was job searching before I left AT&T, when I was job searching, I do video editing, duh. So I'm looking for videography, videographer, photographer, video editing, photo editing. If I just typed in like video, like yeah, just video, or if I just typed in videographer, I wouldn't even get jobs for videographer coming up. It seems like the vast majority of jobs hiring are in the actual AV installation field. And that's still tech, so I know it is good money. Now, I don't know how consistent it is because I've reached out to people because some companies really are based off of gigs and they can have their slow months. Some companies may be a little bit more consistent. I know it's very consistent with churches. I just kind of don't want to do that again. But it's uh, basically what I'm saying is I started but never finished my courses for a VIXA to get certified, and I need to do that. Like I said, these past 2 months been great. Oh, finally get my rest in. I can finally get some good sleep. I can finally go out and hang out and then do this and stream more and try to find some more avenues. But hey, time's up. I had a good run. These bills don't stop. Um, and currently it's whooping my ass. So it's time to get back on a VIXA. It's time to see where the money's at. And it seems like because they're always hiring, right? It's they're not like warehouses, but it seems like a vast majority of AV places are hiring. So that's where I need to go. They're also not really hiring that much in the city I'm currently in. They hire more in the city that I'm looking to go towards, anyways. So it's time to wrap this shit up, get locked in, and finish my Avixa courses. I know I'm probably gonna have to, start from scratch. But the good thing about it was that it's only $100 for a year. Yeah, and that's how I wasted it. And then it's not even that it was a waste. It was I would come back from AT&T and have to be right back up the next morning. Like, especially when it was a customer who stayed late because they don't know how they broke their phone or some stupid shit to where we have to be on our customer service call for another 2 hours. No, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. So I stopped doing the courses and just went to sleep, and I didn't really have days off. And if you think that I'm going to do more work on the one day off that I have this week, you're fooling yourself. And I hate that it's not that it's a habit for me, but I hate that that was like my position. Because I'm taking up all of this rest day. I didn't even play Tekken. I played Tekken almost every night since that game came out. There was a good chunk of time where I was not doing anything on my days off. I had to just like stop and get rest in. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Talking about my goals for 2025. Really just picking up on what I was telling you the other day about how I need to get locked in on the AV. Who lying? Who lying on stream? I'm talking about when I was working with AT&T, I wasn't playing Tekken. I play Tekken now. But what was it? So the AV courses I need to do, they were only $100 for the entire year, and I still fumbled that because when I got off work from AT&T, I was still so tired. I did not want to do anything. Like it was the only thing I wanted to do was sleep. Again, there was a whole gap in between. Like there were months where even my homies who were also at AT&T, I don't know how they did that shit. Probably because they got off work earlier than me and still had time. I was like, bro, no, I don't want to play Tekken. It's 11 o'clock, bro. I gotta be up in a couple hours. Yeah, bro, I was exhausted from AT&T because they were back to back days where you got to remember, like, I have to open and close the store by myself now and deal with all these people. So it's like, no, I don't want to get on. I don't want to get on Discord. I don't want to get on Tekken. I just want to lay and watch maybe a show or two off my laptop and go to sleep just to go be right back. But that lasted for, a good chunk of change. But now I really need to focus on the AV field because, as I was saying, with like me looking for jobs online, Indeed, Glassdoor, whatever, just typing in video editing, video production, anything like that always came back to AV installation. That is the field for me, like in the whole video graphics world, that is the field that is hiring out the ass so far. And they are not doing that in the city that I'm in now. They are doing that in the city that I'm looking to go towards, where everything is pointing me towards, which is Raleigh. Right, my current job, Chapel Hill. You gotta pass Chapel Hill to get to Raleigh. My photography job, all the work is gonna be in Raleigh. All the work I'm really, really looking for in terms of video and getting more money, Raleigh. A little bit of Charlotte, but Raleigh. Like, everything's pointing to Raleigh. So I really need to focus the fuck up in 2025 and get that done. And again, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. I need an actual notebook for this. I thought I had one lying around, but it's gone. It's gone. So I'll have to start from scratch, and I'm not too mad at it, but it's like, damn, I would rather be doing this than going back to school. Let me just say this. I will never, ever, 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 ever go back to college. I lucked out with my, not financial aid, with my student loans being absolved. I lucked out with that. I didn't even think that I qualified for that shit. I just kept getting emails being like, your student loan payment is XYZ. And I was so scared to open it. But then one day I finally opened them and they all said $0. So I was just like, all right, cool. I'm not going to question it. As far as going back to school, nah, man, I can't. The only way I will go back to school is if my job told me, you have to shut the fuck up. What does that mean, Dave? What does that mean? The only way is if they told me I need to go back to school and take XYZ classes in order to get a raise or level up in this field. That is the only way. If I'm already making good money, like comfortable money to where, I can still get groceries, pay my bills and all that, it means you're a racist. That's what that means. That's all I get from that. Chinese eyes, I don't know, like you trying to squint your eyes, like what does that mean? Is it a third eye? I don't know if that's Chinese, Japanese. What does that mean? But I need to really lock in with that. Now that's one thing, is the Avixa training. The other is that this is the year I get questions that need answers off the fucking ground. Okay? This is the year I get questions that need answers off the ground. You're pretty racist. This is the year I get questions that need answers off the ground, man. Because last year, I had enough for at least 3 or 4 episodes before the winter. That was the plan. Record everything now and have it so when winter comes, I can have content to put out through the winter. Because I'm not doing questions. It's fucking cold, man. I'm not doing this right now. I'm not going out to set all this up. However, this is the year, because last year I kept having technical difficulties on my own because I was doing everything by myself, and not to be like, no one helped me, like I just didn't ask for it. So it was like, self-inflicted injury. Each time there was like the quality was really bad because of the cameras I was using. The cameras I was using, the cameras that I were fuck. The cameras that I was using, or is it the cameras that I were using? I don't know, man. You know what I'm trying to say. The cameras that I used, I didn't have the right lenses for them. Like, one camera is the camera that I'm using now. It's my best camera, and it has a whole bunch of different lenses. But long story short, some of them, one episode came out to where it was like too blurry, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the quality, and it was enough to where I couldn't put the episode out because I know what I'm doing, but that episode made it look like I didn't. And it just wasn't up to par that with what I want to put out there to people wanting to watch this content. It just wasn't good enough. Looking back at it, it wasn't good enough. So what I did was I dumbed. And here's the thing. So that was like me trying to be all high quality and tech savvy and all this, right? And I know what to do with my cameras, my ISOs, my shutter speeds, all that. And there were some technical difficulties. My fault. Okay, cool. So that's the high end. Then I tried some really stupid, like dumb cameras that were just like $100 each, right? That quality was so poor, and the batteries I didn't realize ran out so quick that I really couldn't do anything with it. That was also the tail end. That was the low end of, wow, this is really bad. This looks bad. And I couldn't. I think maybe I got one episode. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I've been doing trial and error for this show for like 3 years. I remember the first. Oh yeah. And so the very first time I ever did this, I was downtown Greensboro, and that's when I started learning that I needed to have like the signs made to be like, hey, this is photography, video. Don't cross this line if you're not trying to get recorded. And this is your waiver. You don't have to sign anything because obviously people gonna be a little. All right, man. Stop saying that. Obviously, people are going to be a little, less than thrilled to be signing papers to be on video. So I just put it on there, like, hey, you come back this line, this is me, this is my property, this is my video, and all this and all that. So what I tried to do. No, so I don't even remember where I was going with this. Anyways, I had some Mevo cameras that I used outside, and that went terribly. The Mevo cameras are definitely meant to be used on Wi-Fi, and even then, they're still not all that great. They're $1,000, and it's not worth it. It's not worth any penny for the Mevos unless you just want 3 eyes on yourself. I don't know, and you have a very strong Wi-Fi because the Mevos were terrible. I tried recording a whole episode from the Mevos. That didn't work out. And then I tried again years later, most recently in a venue that had Wi-Fi, put the Mevos on it, and it was still terrible. So I'm like, you know what? At this point, F the Mevos, I am going to sell these. In fact, where are they? So I can go ahead and just put these on eBay. They're right there. Yep. I need to sell those because I get no use from them. I get no use or functionality out of these Mevos anymore. I haven't touched them since that day because every time I try to use them, they don't work well. I have this camera as an actual webcam now. There's no point in me having them. So trial and error, like Dave was saying, and I finally found a good solution. I finally found a solid solution that just uses my phone. Keep it simple. I had a good camera right in my hand this entire time, and now that I have 2 Google Pixels to use as a camera, I'm just going to use those. Those are the most reliable cameras that I have. So it doesn't make sense for me to not use them. So this year, I'm going to get questions that needs answers. I'm going to get at least 5 episodes out this year. At least 5. Because now I have the time. I won't say I have the funds. I technically do, but I'm waiting to see what that's looking like, right? But it's once like this winter passes and I can get out to some more events, I need to get this off the ground. That is one of my goals. Is questions that need answers, getting at least 5 episodes out, and what is it? The Avixa training. That's all I really, really want to do because I know this has potential. I just can't get it right just yet, but I feel like I'm on the right track. I just have to keep trying at it. So that is definitely what I'm going to be doing this year. Now, I know some of y'all might be looking at this and being like, Scarlip, what is that? Who is that? I just got a vent. I'm going to be honest. For those who don't know, Scarlip is a young New York rapper who had a very big hit called This Is New York. And she was trending for a good couple days, and everyone that I saw in the comments fucked with it heavy because it was different, and it gave you that real old school New York vibes and not like the shit now, right? She came out different and went crazy, and we were all looking forward to the next one. And then people started, collabing with her. I think Snoop Dogg was like, this is Cali, and There's some other things that I think Busta Rhymes was on a remix with it too. Like she was popping. She was really, really popping. However, I don't know when or how it happened, but at some point she met Swizz Beatz. And I won't let's not even say he did it, right? Whoever has been guiding her through this music industry and her PR team, they've been doing her incredibly dirty. They've been doing Scarlip so dirty because what happened was she put out This Is New York and had people on the edge of their seats waiting to see what Scarlip's going to do next. And the next two songs that Scarlip came out with, she was looking, no, she sounded like Ice Spice. I don't know why. Maybe she thought she needed to do that to, get viral, but she was already viral, so that wasn't, it was very unnecessary. She came out sounding like Ice Spice. I'm not gonna play the songs now, but I'll look them up so you guys can listen to it. But actually, you know what? I will. I may as well play it. She did not come out with anything good after that. Right, so she came out with this song, Have You Seen My Boyfriend? Actually, I'm not going to play it because I just don't want to hear it. Have You Seen My Boyfriend? It was definitely like a TikTok song, for sure. I won't say Ice Spice, but she definitely is a straight TikTok song, right? Then she had, what is it? It wasn't No Statements. Okay, so this is actually before This Is New York, but because she didn't have any other singles out, this trending song was Glizzy Gobbler, and it was trash. She has, oh wow, she actually has a new song, Go Crazy. Let's see, who is this with? Oh no, she's a feature, that don't count. But what I'm trying to say is, Scarlip came out very hot, and she didn't really do anything with the eyes on her. She didn't do anything with it. She went, and then she started doing more like not music videos, but short videos of the ones, we've all seen the videos with the rappers like on the street corners with the mic hanging down. And then even visually, not her, but visually with these videos, she keeps throwing in these things that have nothing to do with anything and almost take the attention away from her in some shape or form. And it's really weird because the first time she had some woman she was rapping and there was some woman next to her who looked just cracked the fuck out. And why is this person is this who you hang with? Is this what niggas mean by like when they say I hang with the fiends? Like, are you literally hanging with the fiend? I don't get that. And then recently, she had some other song come out. I don't even remember which one it was because they all just kind of blend together now. But she had another song come out where in the video she's showing, it's some light-skinned girl who is basically butterball naked with just pasties over her titties. And it takes the entire focus away from Scarlip and what she's trying to get across in whatever the song was. It doesn't makes sense. It's not even her PR team, but she is just, I don't know. Scarlett's not taking advantage of the stardom that she had. And then she keeps working with Swizz Beatz, who does not update his beats, who he has not progressed. I don't know if they're still working together. It seems so because she is still on this note of trying to be like this viral sensation. And it's not. I had originally subscribed to her YouTube page, and then I saw like the type of, videos she put out, and it wasn't bad. It was just very corny. It's like her videos would start up like, what did she call it? She was like, "Hey, Scarlips, listen to this." Like, yo, just talk your shit, talk your talk. What is this Family Guy ass dialogue that you're getting across? I don't understand. Is her advertising, her advertising to me is terrible. And I wish it wasn't because I know she has like the potential to be a better artist in the eyes of others, but she already kind of fell off in a sense that it's not even that her music is irrelevant. It's just the fact that she's now stuck in this rut. She had the window of opportunity and closed it thinking that these TikTok sounds were what's really going to put her over and shit. And that's just it's not it. It's not it. She was immediately compared to DMX when This Is New York came out. I remember being in the car with my mom, right? My mom is from New York. Never heard of Scarlip. We were driving and I had other songs playing. And this is the one Scarlip song on my playlist. I had other songs playing. My mom, she was cooling on her phone and enjoying her ride. And then Scarlip came on and This Is New York came on. And she started bobbing her head a little bit. The song went off. She was just like, who is that? I said, it's Scarlip. She said, play that shit again. Real recognize real, bro. Like, she had it. She had her own lane and chose to veer off into the big social media lane. And it just wasn't, it's still not working out. In my opinion, it's still not working out. Because again, she has, I couldn't even show you the video of her most recent On the Corner songs because it's just, why do you have this woman just naked out here? I don't understand. Because I'm not in the music industry. I'm just an observer of it. And I really want to see more from her, but like something that isn't this. I just can't. I don't know what else to say. I need something else from her. It don't even have to immediately be like the real grimy low rap shit. Like it don't even have to be that. But this whole Ice Spice aesthetic that she has, I can't. It's not great. It's really hindering her, and it's like she had opportunity. She had She's Hot come out, which wasn't This Is New York, but it was better than what she's been putting out. Like something on that level. All this is it just seems like trend chasing to me, and I don't like it. But I'm gonna wrap this up because I got some things to do immediately. I need to go ahead and look for a second job for one of my goals of 2025 because as I said, it's been a lot of driving this year. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching, commenting, and be sure to follow me on all these platforms. Y'all like the new platform thing? I had to take everything off from the side. It didn't look right. It looked kind of ugly. I wasn't feeling it. So I do hope that y'all appreciate it and hope everyone has a great Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine's, don't be upset. Not everyone does. Shit, get out. You probably meet somebody, and then you go to a bar and see them. Oh, you here by yourself? You're like, yeah, I don't have a Valentine's. Me neither. Oh, wow. You come to this bar often? Well, what you drinking? Y'all can just start up some conversations. Like, it ain't that hard. You see how I just did that shit, like, off rip? Like, it's not that hard. Like, you can just head out and see what's out there. If that's your type of thing, if you the confident, yeah, I want to, I need a little boo today. Like, I don't think people understand how many people are actually cool with the one time Valentines. Like, I feel like you could literally meet someone out and just be like, you don't have a Valentine? I'll be a Valentine. Like, shit, we can just bond together. Like, what you like to do? Let's go there right now on some spontaneous shit. That's something I would do. But again, appreciate y'all for watching. I head out.